Hello everybody, it's Lazel here with another video. But before we get started, I'd like to say that I have seen that a lot of my watch time comes from viewers that haven't subscribed to my channel. So I'd really appreciate that if you enjoy the content that I'm doing. I would really enjoy seeing that you subscribe to my channel, and I'd really appreciate that. So without further ado, we get right into this video. And today's video will be about the merchant ship. So the merchant ship is a very interesting and important event here, or not an event, but a building where you can go and make some good deals. And especially for me as a free-to-play player, it is very important because here you can exchange your normal resources that your farms gather for you for a currency, the shells that you can trade or exchange for items that have a gem value. So I will check a few different offers in here and explain what I buy, what I bought back in the days. And so I would say, let's get right into it. Let's go into the first offer. So when I was a growing castle, I refreshed the merchant ship twice a day, for the first amount for 10 gems and the second time for 20 gems. But then it got way too expensive because then it costs up to 40, 80 and so on, and that was way too much in my opinion. And since I bought a lot of good things in here and have things maxed out, like my pet level 25 and stuff like that, I just don't have a reason to reset that often anymore. So I don't do it anymore, but back in the days I refreshed 2 times a day. Okay, Lord Experience card for shells is a good deal in my opinion. I never was a big fan of spending 160 gems on a stamina potion for 50 stamina. Back in the days I never did it because back then monsters didn't drop the fragments to summon abyss monsters, which give you Azure chests. Nowadays it can be interesting, but it really depends on how many gems you have incoming, because then this is a good discount. You have the chance to get fragments to summon abyss monsters. But I personally never bought stamina potions. When you can buy something for shells, I think it is way more interesting. So the Lord Experience card, a good deal. I personally never buy random teleports for shells. I prefer to go for elite teleports. They are more expensive, but you port to the exact location where you want to go. Random ports just take you to a random location. Iron Mine boosts only interesting for me if you're really actively farming on one of your farms. On your main castle, I would prefer not to spend any shells for resource boosts. So you can do that on your farms if you log in there often enough to always cash in these resources that are produced by your tiles, but not an interesting thing for your main castle. Research speed-ups, definitely, I don't see a reason to buy them. Normal speed-ups can be interesting if you're still building an emergency fund, if you need to recover fast when you got hit and you still don't have that many speeds, then it can be interesting to buy speed-ups, but definitely prefer higher quality than the 5-minute speed-ups, because the more amounts of 5-minute speed-ups you buy, or the higher the time amount, the cheaper it is. When it comes to selling, you always want to sell everything, because it doesn't matter if you lack in resources or not. Shells can be exchanged for items that have a gem value, so no reason to save normal resources there. The exchange trade I did here was healing speed up 5 minutes for lucky coins. It is a good thing, but it really depends on what speed ups you can exchange here. So I will do 2 resets here. First one, okay, this is already very interesting. The recruitment speed up here for 1 hour has a very good value. So if you still want to build up an emergency fund of speed ups so you can recover fast when you got hit, then this would be a good thing to buy. I personally don't buy it because currently I have enough speeds. Back in the days I bought the Beast EXP pills because they have a good discount, they are cheap amounts of gems, and it was always a nice to have when you saw this offer coming up. I also bought Lord Experience cards for 100 gems because this is the cheapest place where you can get Lord Experience cards. When I remember correctly, in the hot shop, 10k Lord Experience card costs 320 gems. So here you have, in my opinion, the best discount you can get. And yeah, 75% discount, definitely a good thing. Stamina potion, just as I described earlier, I never spend gems here in the merchant ship to buy them. From today's point of view, I maybe would do it, but just because monsters have changed. When I was a growing castle, monsters still didn't drop the summon fragments, so I never bought them. Now it can be interesting, but definitely check out for yourself if you can keep up with the amount of gems that you need. With draw cards, I never bought them, I never had to. So, and the chat bubbles also not something that I would buy. We again sell everything. This is a very interesting exchange when we were still a very young kingdom and we were at civil war. I did this trade, but what you definitely have to see is that you exchange several good items that help you with your development, the material chest and the stamina potions, for something temporarily, an 8-hour shield, just to protect your castle. Of course, it is important to protect your castle, especially when you're at civil war or when you're in void war. But it is now a deal that I don't do anymore since we have peace in our kingdom. And these items definitely help me out. If you're in a civil war situation, this deal here can be very interesting for you. Next refresh. Okay, here material chests for gems. I wouldn't buy them because a material chest doesn't always give you the quality that you want. Green material chests or normal material chests can give you white or green. So, and yeah, it often tends to give you white materials, and just have an eye on having a very high stamina recovery so you get enough materials from hunting monsters. I personally wouldn't spend gems on material chests. Here again, a good recruitment speed up deal. And this is something, yeah, can be done. I personally don't do it, but it isn't a bad deal. Again, we sell everything. And this exchange deal, I personally wouldn't do it because stamina potions have, for your castle development, a higher value than a march speed. A march speed is just temporarily, and everything that you get out of a monster is almost always permanent, because when you get materials and you forge a better gear, or when you get fragments for the summon scrolls or the summon, for the summon scrolls, then this is just a better deal to keep the stamina potion, in my opinion. Okay, I jump to my next castle and we will check the offers there. Here we have the exact thing what I was just talking about, a stamina potion, 20 stamina for 250 shells. I always buy it. I'm currently also buying Beast XP. I'm on my alternative castle, so if your pet isn't level 25, definitely a good thing. Peace shield for 8 hours, also interesting if you're in a civil war situation, so also a good deal. The rest not really interesting, but the recruitment speed up, as I just said, for the named reasons. We again sell everything here in the exchange. Wood crate for iron crate, always a good deal. First refresh. VIP 3 days for 660 gems is a good deal. It is better in the mystery merchant ship here. Here you pay 560, I believe, so you save an additional amount of 100 gems. But here also nice to have or to buy when you know you're running out of VIP. So I would buy it here, but I don't buy it on my alternative castle. Elite teleport fragment, also a good thing to buy. Beast EXP pill for shells, also a good thing. Free gifted gems here for just your normal resources. Sell everything again. And here in the exchange, this offer I already explained. And now we come to the last refresh. Here, nothing that I would buy. Elite teleport for gems, no. Stamina potion for gems, no. The rest not interesting. We again sell everything. And here in the exchange, I also wouldn't do this deal because I think material chests are better to have than lucky coins. Okay, up to the next one. Glory Swords, also a very good thing to talk about. I bought them here for shells too when my Hall of War wasn't so big, so and you should maybe have an eye on having a good rally size that you can hunt down monsters, swarm monsters level 6, or that you can have a rally size big enough to get the 10 waves in the Ancient Ruins done. So it's also a good thing to buy for shells, because otherwise you have to buy them with gems. So buying them for shells is a good deal. The rest, nothing really interesting here. The recruitment speed up can be a thing, but as I just said, the rest is not interesting for our main castles. Again, sell our resources again. Here the exchange is a good deal. Research speed ups for lucky coins is something that I would do. First refresh. Here we have stamina potions I would buy, elite teleport fragment I would buy both for shells, and the rest not interesting. Peace shield 8 hours only if you are in a civil war situation, but the rest not interesting. We again sell everything, exchange. This deal I personally wouldn't make because material chests have a higher value than crystal coins in my opinion. Next refresh. VIP, I just explained that. Lord experience for shells, definitely a nice thing. Speed up 1 hour for 450. Interesting if you don't have enough speed ups yet. Recall troops is something that I personally always buy for shells, because if you don't have these recall feathers anymore, then you have to pay it with gems, and this can happen in Elite War situations, or if you are in Void and you want to slow roll a castle or a target and you see that there are too many reinforcements coming in, you recall back, and then you just have to pay with a normal recall feather. If you don't have any recall feathers left, then you have to pay with gems. So save these gems by always having enough recall feathers. We again sell everything, and this exchange, I wouldn't do this because stamina potions are better to have than elite teleport fragments. Of course, it always depends on the situation, what you have more at the situation, but I personally wouldn't make this deal because stamina potions have a higher value than elite teleports to me in my situation. And yeah, so we come to the next offers. So here we have nothing really special to explain. Sell everything. Not a good deal in my opinion. I personally don't use Battle Fox, and yeah, I don't see a reason to use Battle Fox because you only I in a peaceful kingdom only could use a Battle Fox when I am in Void, but there I don't mind if I get scouted because I know that my whole army is out in a royal challenge, so I don't know when to use Battle Fork anymore. So, and the first refresh. Yeah, as I said, recall feathers can be interesting for your main castle. Everything else I already explained. Can be a very interesting deal to do when you're running out of VIP and you have enough material chests. I personally wouldn't do it with my main currently now because I really need materials, and I always buy discounted VIPs when I see them, so I rarely have to use 8-hour VIPs. And yeah, last refresh. Okay, here interesting thing is Beast EXP pills. If this would be my main castle and my pet wouldn't be level 25, I would buy this here, and the rest not interesting. And yeah, then we sell everything again. This exchange deal is a good one because research speed up, I don't need those, so better to have lucky coins then. And yeah, up to the next scenario. Here again I already described the glory swords are a good thing to buy. Lord experience cards, also nice thing for shells. When I see material chests for shells, I also buy them, and beast skill chests I also buy with this discount, because even if you don't need the skill that you get out of the beast skill chests, you can use that skill and upgrade a skill that you need, and it gives you 100 experience for that skill. So I like the discounted amount of these fragments here, and so I also buy those. The rest, nothing really interesting here. We sell everything again. And this exchange offer is actually pretty interesting because you can buy a move building for 600 shells, and if we compare that to the gem value with an elite teleport, we are talking about 200 gems. And here you can exchange these 600 shells for a March speed up 25%, and a normal March speed up 25% costs 150 gems. So you kind of like pay an extra amount of gems or shells to convert this item, or to more often convert this item into something consumable that has an effect on your playstyle, because March speed ups can help you in a speed attack, but moving a building doesn't help you with your event or fighting performance or anything like that. So this is an interesting offer, but I personally prefer to stock up my shells and buy elite teleports with them and not look out for offers like these here. So I don't do this exchange. The first refresh for the day. Here again, Lord experience card for gems. I already explained that I wouldn't buy these anymore. I would prefer to stock up the gems and buy stamina potions for that. So here only the Lord experience cards are interesting. A lot of different speed ups that you can buy, but I don't do it. Sell everything again. Really a good deal here. I would always do it. Just these easy and simple speed ups that you rarely need for a stamina potion that can really help you out. So, and the last refresh. Here we have stamina potions, a great thing to buy. Material chests, also a good thing to buy. The rest is not really interesting. I think I explained everything in here. Then we sell everything again, and again a good exchange offer. Okay, up to the next one. Okay, so here nothing interesting, only the Lord experience card. We sell everything again. And this exchange offer is pretty good in my opinion, because I more often need healing speed ups than research speed ups. So I do this trade, and first refresh for the day. Here we have material chests for shells. This is a good deal. The Beast Vulture potion I would buy, but this is on one of my farms. So then we sell everything again, and this exchange also very good. I more often need recruitment speedups than research speedups, so we exchange. Nothing interesting in here. Last refresh for the day, and this is great. Elite teleport for 6,000 shells, so we just made a profit of 2,000 gems because we converted our resources that we sell in the merchant ship for an item that is worth 2,000 gems. Then Lord experience cards again, material chests, a good deal, recall feather here. I have enough on my farms, but with my main castle I would buy it, and the rest is not interesting. We again sell everything, and another really good exchange. Okay guys, I could go on and on and on with these offers. I hope that I featured all the interesting things that you can find in the merchant ship. If you still want to hear my opinion about a different item, just let me know down in the comments below. And then I would say that I really hope that this video helped you out. And yeah, see you in the next one. Goodbye.